Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about Hualien Railway Culture Park. The Hualien Railway Culture Park is situated in Hualien City, Hualien County, and it is the east coast of Taiwan Island. So the park itself is separated into two parts. It is separated by a road called Fuding Road into Hall 1 and Hall 2. The background history of the Eastern Railway dates back to the Japanese colonial period. At that time, the Japanese want to colonize Taiwan, and they found the east part of Taiwan is very much undeveloped and more spacious. So it is perfect for colonization, and also they can encourage more immigrants from Japan to develop this area. In order to actually develop this area, they need to build transportation systems. So there's the Hualien Harbor, and they built a railroad connecting today's Hualien County and today's Taidong County. And this part of the railroad is called the East Line. The East Taiwan Line. The railroad, what makes the railroad special is that it is a narrow track. It's only 762 millimeter, compared to the normal wide track is more than 1,000 millimeters. This is because at that time, the government think there's no urgent need for this big capacity kind of railroad system, but also more importantly is simply because narrow railroad system is cheaper. But still, they kept some space. When they build the track, they actually reserve the land for wider railroads because they foresee that in foreseeable future there will be a need to build wider railroad. And they were right. In the 1980s, the Republic of China government actually expanded the road and connecting the then finished Yilan Link and the North Link together. So that makes now today you have a East Link Railroad well connected with the rest of Taiwan. So it's amazing that how the colonial government actually foresee all these happening. As the Hualien station, after all this widening construction, moved to a different place. So the original Hualien station was kind of the Hualien station area was kind of deactivated or all the facilities not as busy as before. So today, the Hualien Railroad Culture Park was the Hualien Harbor branch office for the railroad transportation, and it was part of the deactivated facility at that time. Let me talk about the whole different parts of the park. So Hall 1, when you walk in, you immediately see a building. It's a wooden made built building, and it's built in a way we call 四合院 in Chinese. It's basically four buildings, straight buildings, in a line building that surrounding a courtyard. So the entrance building has a little tower on top. It is made of wood as well, but it is decorated with colorful glass windows. Inside the building, you have different rooms, the director rooms, and also different departments room. Now they become exhibition rooms and to display the tools and the artifact that were used at that time. There's also a part where there's also a section. It's called costume experience, where tourists can put on the old uniforms from the past railroad personnel's uniform, so they can experience how it looked like in the past. Across the Fuding Road to Hall 2. In Hall 2, actually, you visitor can see different buildings. So you have a police station. That was a very small police office inside the railroad facilities, and you have a detention center that's connected with the police station, and also a blacksmith workshop for fixing the trains and other machines. There's also a locomotive, which means it's the engine of the old train. It's actually the actual train itself. It's there. It's installed with train whistles and artificial smoke. It will start whistling in certain time, so tourists can feel like they are back in time. The train in the park is with the model name LDT 103, which stands for light rail driving wheel and tender. Tender means the thing that carries coal and water, so the locomotive can generate power and pull the whole train. But for those who are not satisfied with all these two buildings and want to seek more, are interested in more Japanese building, if you walk not too far from Hall 1, there's the train, the office director's residence, not just in walking distance. Aside from Hall 1 and Hall 2, the park is actually situated in a very popular area. So just one block away, tourists may visit the Dongdamen night market. Is one of the most very prosperous night market in Hualien city. If they walk towards the direction of the new train station, they may find themselves in the railroad's pedestrian shopping area, where there are little shops, and occasionally there will be street performers in the night, and so tourists can enjoy the local vibe walking on that little shopping street. The famous Gongzhen steam buns is very close to the park as well, where tourists can order their speciality, the xiaolongbao, dumplings and steamed dumplings, and enjoy this kind of local hospitality and food. So not only this, so I would say the park actually help us to understand more about the history of the Eastern Link Railroad, and also it offers a opportunity for us to actually see the actual train, what is it like, and actually experience these kind of you actually walk into the history rather than just reading on it. So I think this museum is a good example of how we can that people know about our historical past. And also in Hall 2 of the park, every weekend there will be a farmers market for those who are interested in local plantation, local planted food. This is a perfect place that you can exchange opinions with the farmers and probably buy some of their hardworking products, like the latest harvest vegetables and food. So I would say the Hualien Railroad Culture Park is a good place for you when you're visiting Hualien, a good place to understand history, strolling around the area, getting the vibe of the city center, but also getting to know, actually experiencing the past of Hualien region. Thank you.